Well, that's not a good sign. My check engine light came on over the weekend. It started actually when we were going through the line at Burger King on Saturday afternoon, and then started acting up like it was missing on one cylinder, just running real rough, and check engine light was actually flashing, and it's been staying on ever since. It's come and gone over, last year or so, and it's been determined that the NOx sensor has been throwing a code, but it hasn't really needed to be replaced as of yet. But now that it's staying on, that may be a possible issue. I may have a possible ignition coil issue, which I had about 3.5 years ago. So yeah, maybe something else is going on, but yeah, that's the way it was acting. It was like it was missing a cylinder. So I'm taking my 2007 Toyota Sienna to my buddy's shop, get a diagnostic done, and see what needs to be fixed and how much it's going to cost. Diagnostic. And the usual junk is still here. It's been here a while. Probably wind up going to the scrapyard eventually once they get the titles. Staying still under cover. Yeah. Gotta be outside the shop. They've got, I guess, had liability issues of customers, and I guess they were forcing the policy even for me. Well, it's understandable. We don't have any issues with the company. Since I can't really go in the shop right now, I might as well roll over to Pet Boys. Heard their retail section is closed down. They only do automotive work, which I've never really been a fan of their automotive work anyway. Wow. They got a whole bunch of tires though. Alrighty then. Well, that's different. Alright, for just a diagnostic, it was 6609. Looks like number 4 cylinder ignition coil and possibly the spark plug have is the problem. I think there's some arcing between the well, at least the ignition coil I know is the problem. So what I'll go ahead and do, I've got the ignition coil. I'll probably just go ahead and pop that on, and you know, when I get home. So I'll just continue this video when I get to the house. Alright, so here's my ignition coil. So I want to go ahead and take this cover off. It's real easy to do. And yeah, so number 6 was replaced 3.5 years ago. I could have done it myself if, you know, I'd have known. But number 4 is right here, so I'll just go ahead and pop that out and put it in. Now, if it was on the back side, you know, 1, 3, and 5 cylinders are on the back. Now, just to replace this, they were estimating, you know, this and the spark plug, the ignition coil and spark plug with labor, $325 approximately. I'm like, well, diagnostic was $66 as I just showed you, and I've already got the coil. And the plug, I mean, they recommended replacing it, but, you know, it should still be fine. So I think I'll just go with the coil for now, and that should solve the problem. So let me get, it's probably about a 7/16. I'll double check on the size of the bolt here, but yeah, 1 bolt, and disconnect the plug there, and should just pop right out. All right, so this is actually a 10mm. Alright, so I got a short one. Should be good enough. Alright, a little tricky on this. Yeah, these clips are not good. They're already starting to get brittle when you take them off. But, yeah, so that's the old one. Apparently there's some arcing. And there's some marks and stuff right there. So, yep. And so there's the new one. Pop it right on in. Just like that. And pop the screw in. Okay. Simple as that. So yeah, like I said, this is cylinders 2, 4, and 6, so they're easy to get to. Luckily, you know, this was, you know, where the bad ignition coils were. But 1, 3, and 5, yeah, you got to take the whole intake off to get to it. Not to mention, you know, being able to reach the valve covers back there or to get the coil out. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain, but like I said, if one of those goes bad, I'm going to have to rely on the mechanics to do their thing and pay their labor, unfortunately, because yeah, I mean, I'm mechanically inclined, but not this much. So yep, there you go. Quick video changing out an ignition coil on a 2007 Toyota Sienna, number 4 cylinder. So till next time, adios.